Hi guys, so we are going to learn about the appointment of Supreme Court judges. Recently, the Chief Justice of Karnataka High Court has been recommended for the Supreme Court appointment, and that is the reason that we are going to learn about this. What is the process of appointment of Supreme Court judges, and few more details about that. First of all, when we talk about what is the procedure to the procedure of appointment of Supreme Court judges, we must know that there is in our constitution there is no it is not mentioned how Court judges should be appointed means that our constitution is uh, hasn't clearly mentioned about the process, means it hasn't at all mentioned about that, and even we don't have law to regulate the appointment of Supreme Court judges, how they are appointed, all these things. So generally, the appointment of Court judges has is done through collegium system, and it is important to know that in our constitution, collegium is not mentioned at all. It is only found through judicial pronouncement, and there are few important judgments that gave the birth of the collegium system in India. The first case was the first judge case, that is also known as the S.P. Gupta case. In that case, in that case, the executive got primacy over the appointment of Supreme Court judges. That means that the government got an upper hand, and they can do they can either accept the recommendation of the CJI or even reject that thing. Then comes to the second judge case. This case overruled the first judge case, that is S.P. Gupta case, and that in that case gave the primacy in the that in that case provided for the primacy of judiciary. In that case, the Honorable Supreme Court stated that in the appointment of Supreme Court judges, executive has no primacy over it, and they have to accept the recommendation of the Honorable Supreme Court. In that case, we got the birth of the collegium system. Now it comes to the third judge case. This case clearly explained what is the collegium system, and in that case, it was stated by the Honorable Supreme Court that the collegium consists of a CJI and four senior most judges of the Supreme Court. Means from here on, we have a clear view about the collegium system. Recently, there was a four judge case when the Honorable Supreme Court struck out the NJSC, National Judicial Appointment Commission, which was enacted by the 99th Constitutional Amendment, and the Supreme Court called it unconstitutional and struck it down. Now, as we have got the we have got the information regarding the appointment of judges, so we will move to know few more important basic aspect of the Honorable Supreme Court. When we talk about the strength of Honorable Supreme Court judges, initially it was the strength of initially when we got independence, the strength of the Supreme Court was around 8 judges, including the CJI. Right now, it is the strength of Supreme Court judges has gone to the 34, including CJI. Now there are one CJI plus 33 Honorable Supreme Court judges. When we talk about what is the qualification of Honorable Supreme Court, it states that that person must be citizen of India. He must have at least served 5 years in the Honorable High Court or 2 or more High Court in a in a succession. He must also have at least 10 years of experience in the in any High Court, or 2 or more High Courts in a succession. One more important thing is that he must be a distinguished jurist in the opinion of the Honorable President. When you talk about the tenure, what is the tenure of the honorable Supreme Court judges? There is no mention of minimum age qualification. Means there is no restriction about minimum age, but there is a restriction as far as maximum age is concerned. That is the 65 years of age. After 65 years, judge has to retire. When we talk about the resignation or removal, the honorable Supreme Court judges tender their resignation to the President of India, and the President of India. And if you talk about their removal, it's a very tedious process. It's a very complicated process. Since independence, no Supreme Court judges has been removed from the office, and that is the reason that due to the complexity of the process, no judges has been removed. If we talk about the removal of the Supreme Court judges, it has to be passed by both houses of parliament in a special majority. A special majority means two-thirds members present and voting. Then we will able to remove any judges. Thank you.